Good evening, friends. My name is Volcano, and today we will be discussing about the culture media constituents which we use in an IVF lab. The main goal of embryo culture in assisted reproductive program is to improve the quality of embryos which are developing in the laboratory. The cleaving embryos normally develop in the fallopian tubes, whereas the natural environment for the blastocysts and moruli is in uterine cavity. Culture medium, which is a foreign environment for the human embryo, the component of the media must be selected and their concentration must be determined in order to minimize stress for the cultured embryos. Early embryos show an evolving need for energy substrates, which is in the form of pyruvate lactate, while the embryos which are under maternal genetic control to glucose based metabolism after their activation of the embryonic genome. Thus, different metabolic needs of the cleavage stage and blastocyst stage embryos led to development of stage specific, which is sequential media. The addition of other components such as amino acids, nucleotides, vitamins, etc., they are hopefully enhance the performance and improve embryonic growth development. Optimization of the culture media is essential by optimizing all the other components of culture system, including the environment and equipments used. The first one is flushing media. Basically हम flushing media retrieval के time holding oocyte washing और sperm preparation में यूज़ करते हैं. जो components होते हैं flushing media में with और without heparin वो होते हैं synthetic serum replacement, recombinant human insulin, human serum albumin, HSA, glucose, sodium pyruvate, physiological salts, heparin 10 ml, HEPs, sodium bicarbonate, gentamicin sulfate, phenol red. नेक्स्ट दूसरा मीडिया जो है वो है फर्टिलाइजेशन मीडिया. ये मीडिया बेसिकली डेवलप हुआ था फर्टिलाइजेशन रेट्स के लिए. जो एडवांस ह्यूमन ट्यूबल फ्लूइड है वो डिज़ाइन हुआ था इसकी एप्लीकेशन के लिए, जो कि आर्ट प्रोसीजर्स में यूज़ होती है फर्टिलाइजेशन ह्यूमन oocytes के लिए और एम्ब्रियो कल्चर्स के लिए. जो बेसिक कंपोनेंट्स है फर्टिलाइजेशन मीडियम के वो है लो फॉस्फेट, citrate, ADTA, non-essential amino acids, taurine, alanine, glutamine, stable source of glutamine, calcium lactate, 10 mg per liter, gentamicin and aminoglycoside antibiotic. थर्ड आता है cleavage media. Cleavage media meets embryonic metabolism requirements with minimum glucose level and is phosphate free. जो कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं क्लीवेज मीडिया के वो होते हैं लो कंसेंट्रेशन ग्लूकोज, सिट्रेट, ADTA, सेलेक्टेड नॉन इसेंशियल अमीनो एसिड्स एंड टॉरिन, एलानिल ग्लूटामाइन. तो बेसिकली जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ग्लूकोज जो होता है, तो इन दैट द अर्ली एम्ब्रियो it shows a simplistic physiology and it maintains only low levels of oxidative metabolism, whereas after compaction of the embryo utilizes wider spectrum of nutrients biosynthetic rates which are increasing along with an increased respiratory capacity and an ability to utilize glucose. Glucose is also metabolized by the pentose phosphate pathway which generates ribose moieties required for nucleic acid synthesis. Basically, amino acids are important regulators of mammalian pre-implantation development. The 7 non-essential amino acids and glutamine stimulate the growth of early cleavage embryo. In contrast, an inhibitory effects was seen on blastocyst development and viability. Ammonium is toxic to the embryo and reduces viability, especially L-glutamine, is highly unstable in solution where it breaks down rapidly into equimolecular amounts of ammonium and pyrrolidine 5,5 carboxylic acid. Therefore जो sequential मीडिया है वो इंट्रोड्यूस होता है रिमूव करने के लिए जो accumulated ammonium होता है उसे, और जो another possibility है which is used for replacing GLN with a stable dipeptide of GLN, alanine glutamine. It must be noted that culture media it should be included sufficient levels of sulfur containing amino acids to minimize apoptosis leading to monozygote twinning. Now EDTA. What EDTA is? Ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. EDTA usefulness is based on its role as a ligand and chelating agent, that is, it is its ability to sequester metal ions. After being bound by EDTA, metal ions remain in solution but exhibit diminished reactivity. However, in presence of EDTA, reduces blastocyst development and cell number. Gentamicin. Embryo culture media are routinely supplemented with antibiotics to prevent bacterial contamination. Gentamicin prevents bacterial protein synthesis in the media. Blastocyst media. Blastocyst medium combines essential and non-essential amino acids, alanine, glutamine, vitamins, and high glucose levels, providing nutritional and physiological needs to developing embryos. Components of blastocyst media are high concentration of glucose, selected non-essential and essential amino acids, alanine glutamine, vitamin, increased levels of magnesium, calcium lactate, 10 mg per liter, gentamicin and aminoglycoside antibiotic. The vitamins plays an important role in biosynthesis and DNA synthesis repair, as well as having antioxidant properties. The addition of vitamins as antioxidants to culture media containing glucose and phosphate helps to prevent a loss in respiration and metabolic control. Human serum albumin. It is albumin. Albumin is a naturally occurring transport protein found in the body. Commercially available albumin is fractioned from plasma or blood from donors. Common sources for macromolecules are proteins for culture media such as human serum albumin. Albumin is thought to maintain the stability of cell membranes and chilled trace amounts of toxic components present in culture media components and culture dishes. Other function includes capillary membrane permeability and osmoregulation. Heparin. It is an anticoagulant used to prevent blood clotting. Phenol red. Phenol red is a dye used as a pH indicator, changing from orange, which is acidic over pH below 7, and turning to magenta alkaline above pH 7. Thank you.